This week I have my totally custom cross bike. It was a originally the frame was a Huffy frame, well, which doesn't mean much because all the parts that were on it were all taken off and replaced with better parts, and it was, the paint was stripped and the frame has been totally repolished. Yes, it has red line stickers on it, but it's not a red line, it's a Huffy. Here's, we'll start at the front. I've added these arrow bars, which I picked up at the Goodwill outlet for like a buck or two, which you know how much, if you know how much profile arrow bars cost, they're about $100 and something, over $100. I got them for $3 used at the thrift store. Wrapped them with green tape. These things are actually off of a kid's BMX bike, but I liked them because they were green. They're off like a Next or something, but it don't matter, you know. I put them on there because they're green. And then it's got this is the same original forks that were on it. I've changed the tires to these tires, and the cranks are actually off a Giant. The rear derailleur I think might have been the same. No, that's a different one too. I put a different rear derailleur on it. And on the back it's got this nice, you know, right there, the WTB tire. It's 700C. Put the rack on there, repainted the seat post, and repainted these cups, and the whole thing's been apart. But one of the things we're going to do to it today is we're going to put an extra, see if we can't fit another washer in there to get that to stay tight, because the headset keeps coming loose. That's one thing. And we're going to adjust the rear derailleur because it's not really syncing up right. It's not clicking. It's not shifting one click all the way up or whatever. So let's go ahead and get into that. We'll start with the rear derailleur. When it comes to getting these back in sync to where they shift index right, it's pretty easy. Just bring your shifter back one click and spin it. See, it's not shifting up right now. But if I tighten, or if I turn this barrel adjuster to where it's tightening the cable, and just keep doing that until it, see here, it's starting to click. It's starting to jump up to the next one. You just keep turning that until it jumps. Now it should shift up one gear every click. Every time you shift it, it should shift one gear. See, it hesitated a little bit there, but it went. There we go. Okay, one more. There it is. One click every time, all the way up and down. So there's that. For this part, I've taken the bike off the work stand and put it into a trainer stand because it's easier to work on the handlebars this way. This particular butt neck has a rubber cap, so you got to take a screwdriver and try and pull the rubber cap off first. And then take your Allen wrench, loosen this up, and if it's not loose, there's the wedge in there. See, it's not loose. Oh, okay, it broke loose. But normally, if it doesn't break loose, you might want to take a rubber mallet and tap that in just to break the wedge loose. And we can take those down and we can set them right on the wheel out of the way. And now this, grab our crescent wrench, which fits, and adjust it to fit, and pull the lock nut off. I'm going to set it aside so it's out of the way. And then we're going to grab the washer. We're going to add an extra washer to this and see if we can add another washer to it. Let's see. You got to find the notch, because there's a little notch. There's a little nub that sticks out on the washer, and you got to line that up with the slot that's in the fork, where the slot in the forks is. And I don't know if that's going to do it or not, but you want to tighten down. Like I said, it was coming loose, so we tightened down the race. Now if we put this lock nut back on, that should tighten it up enough to where that's not gonna, where the race is not gonna back off anymore. It's because it's gonna push it down. And I think that should do it. That's good there. Okay, we're gonna grab the grease again. We're going to put a little bit of grease on this, because see how rusted this is. It's, you know, we don't want it to seize up. It looks like it's been getting kind of rusted in there a little bit. I'm going to move it back and forth a little bit just to get the grease smeared around in there. And then tighten this back up, making sure that your handlebars are still in line with your wheel, and your line everything up with your frame, and line everything up and get it to where it's straight again. Tighten that down. And replace your dust cap. I don't want to go back in there, right? Oh, because I'm trying to put it in upside down, that's why. One more thing I'm going to try real quick. This has the, as you can see, this has the adjustable neck. I want to try to see if I can't bring the handlebars up a little bit more, so that way I'm not bending over as much. There's a bolt right here underneath that you loosen that with an Allen wrench. That loosens the little catch on that, and you can adjust the angle of it and put it up more, and then tighten that back down. There's like a little, almost like a little gear down here that this thing notches, that this thing tightens into, and you should be able to put the handlebars up a little bit. Might make it to where I don't have to bend down as much. Of course, now I'm going to have to readjust my arrow bars again to bring them down to the right angle, to where they're at the proper angle. And that's just these 4 bolts at the top here. And apparently this one, okay, I don't have the right Allen wrench. I need to go grab another Allen wrench. It's the right size. Let's see. This little multi-tool thing should have it. No, that's not it. There we go. So loosen these up a little bit. You might just get away with just even loosening 2 of them and then pushing them down, one on each side. Now that's straight. Tighten them now that they're down where they should be. Tighten these bolts back down. Now this bike I actually got from St. Vincent's, by the St. Vincent de Paul thrift store, and it was silver and it had like shitload of stickers on it, and I rode it for like that for a while. I replaced the back sprocket, the back freewheel, because the freewheel bearings in that thing just totally fell apart on it. So that cost me about $20 to do that, and then I rode it like that for a while, and I just decided to tear it completely down to the frame. Took paint stripper to it and Mother's aluminum polish and polished the frame out, and I think it came out pretty good. Alright, yeah, thanks for watching, and like I said before, I got a ton of bikes and I'm trying to do a video each week. Hopefully I can keep with the schedule every Wednesday, release a new video. Thank you, and hit that subscribe button, and see you guys later.